Hey Connections team, happy Thursday. Last week when I was coming to y'all from the zoo, I talked about some numbers of people we've got connected. And I want to share exactly the amount of people we've gotten connected, most of whom these connections happen through Connection Central. And I was totally lowballing the number. So some of this happens at Connection Central, some of this happens through our website. So for example, we had since January, 378 people that have been connected to small groups, community, biblical community. We've had 201 people connect to serving opportunities. This is from the first week in January through the first week of April. And then this is the one where I want to give y'all kudos. These are people that are taking first steps. That's the green line there in this chart. 313 people from the first week of January through the first week of April, taking first steps in their relationship with God. A majority of these, which have happened through Connection Central. So those numbers are amazing, but they're amazing because they represent people. I want to tell you two stories. The first story, Patrick McGrath, who's an elder that hangs out in Connection Central, had a conversation last week with a guy who's been coming to the church for a while, but he's kind of had an I'm new reach out, and he wanted to go check out a class. So Patrick walked him to his class, and he's talking about, I'm really trying to feel out faith. I'm doing real estate. It's hard for me to find purpose in things. He just opens up about feeling even a sense of depression around some of this stuff. And Patrick takes him to the prayer room and leads him to the Lord. So he finds faith in Jesus. This guy's been getting connected or kind of hanging around Oak Hills for a while, but never fully crossed that line into new life in Jesus Christ. Amazing. A second thing that happened this last week was there was a young lady and her sponsor. I'll explain that sponsor bit here in a little bit. That were at Connection Central this past week. And luckily, Angela, who's our new staff member, was there. This young lady, probably 17 or 18, only spoke Spanish. And she started talking with Angela. It turns out in February, this lady left the border of Colombia, walking, kind of as an asylum seeker, walking through Central America, walking through Mexico, and landed here in San Antonio just this past week, looking for help and looking to get connected. They were able to connect her to the Spanish service here that happens after our services. Look at that. Look at these stories. Someone who literally walked across countries for freedom and is now getting connected to Jesus. A man who had everything at his disposal, working a job where he's making money, but still was not fulfilled. But these chance encounters at a church, specifically at Connection Central, have changed the course of their lives. So this is the impact that you have at Connection Central. When you have a conversation, when you pray, when you get somebody connected. These are life-changing encounters. It's a small bit of a Sunday, which makes it really easy to think this isn't that important, but it's a pivot point for so many people. All that to say thank you, and I really appreciate you. I mentioned that we had both Patrick and Angela serving in Connection Central because we were low. We didn't have our regular connections folks. All that to say, I miss you, and you make a difference when you are present there. One of the things happening this week that's different is we're getting ready for the San Antonio food drive. So you'll see people asking, where can I leave these cans, etc. There are some receptacles is the word that comes to mind. I don't know if that's right. That'll be placed by the glass door by the south entrance of the building, and then something also on the west entrance of the building. If people need to, or if it gets to a point where those things are overflow, people might be storing things in the corners of Connection Central. But be aware that that's going to be happening. Other than that, service will be as usual. Here's something. I will be out actually. This will be the first Sunday where I'm taking some vacation time in a super long time, but I'm doing so with the utmost confidence because I know that y'all are there You make a difference, and I'm appreciative of you. Until then, I will talk to you next Thursday and see you next Sunday. Okay? Blessings. Peace.